What is up, guys? Brendan here, and I'm bringing you an update on my crazy cart. It is the Gen 1 3.5. I have another YouTube video on my channel showing all these specs, the motor, battery size on this cart, and how I upgraded it. I just want to give you guys a little bit of details on what I do with my cart. I usually wrap it in a blanket if I'm putting it in the car or even in the house. Keeps it protected, nice and neat. And then just kind of put it in the towel when you're done using it, or the blanket, and it'll stay nice and scratch free. I literally rode this till all the wheels came off. The front tire and inner tube got so worn down on the last one that it just pretty much erupted. And so I got a new tire and 2 inner tubes, but when I was installing the tire, make sure you take apart both rim pieces, and that way you can install the rubber tire and then put both sides of this rim back together and screw it, because I figured it's kind of like a bike rim, and I was trying to pry this off, put the inner tube in it, and then pry it back on. But when I did that, the metal rings inside these tires, this is another inner tube, but there's a metal ring in here, and once that metal ring is deformed or busted, it will not seat properly. So I wasted a whole new tire doing that, but luckily I was just able to order another and do it properly with the spare inner tube. So I have one inner tube here, I have another spare, and then I got a set of tires with inner tubes in them. So I'm pretty set. I got a lot of spares. Just want to let you guys know that how you do it so you don't ruin your wheels like I did, or tires. And then here's the back of the original ones. Literally rode them till they busted open, tore apart. And I got these really cool replacements. They are for rollerblades, but you gotta make sure they're the same millimeter. Actually, I think these are a bigger diameter. Yeah, just by a small bit. But here's the specs. I'll leave a link on Amazon where I purchased them. I think they're really cool. I saw a YouTube video where a guy actually used a longer bolt and made the cart have 2 wheels, but I think that would just be wearing down 2 at once instead of just using the 8 that I have, running them by 2s, and that's a whole lot of spares if you think about it. So I'm going to be using this cart up, driving it, and then I'm going to be selling it relatively soon here. Another tip for the battery that I wanted to share is, since it's riding on the cart, you need to have some sort of shock absorber. So I put it in this envelope with cotton on the bottom, and when it's in the cart, it gives it a nice little padding so that every bump or the head of that bolt doesn't mess up the actual batteries in here. It's still at 54 volts. It's a really good battery. So now let's go ahead and drive it. Now let's go for a speed test. Got you guys. Check both ways. Always check both ways, guys. Now I'm going to try and show you guys some riding footage. Hopefully you get something. Here we can see our voltmeter. We're still doing really good. We've only been riding for about a minute. Also, I think we should just go on a trail ride so you guys can see what's actually going on. Not just the back of my head. Coming up to the top. This thing is still pretty sweet. The only thing I have done to it is done a drift and sadly rear-ended a curb. So there goes the paint over there. Then we got a couple paint wearage here, and luckily none where the feet rest. So it's doing pretty good on condition wise. I make sure to keep it good. Let's go ahead and catch me doing some drifts. This is how I get on. I step on the front, grab the wheel, lower my butt down. Hopefully you caught that, but it probably didn't. I don't think you guys saw that, but I just ate it. It's a lot of fun is what this thing is. Here's a little update on the battery life. 52.10 volts. So we can ultimately go down to like 45. That's still a good amount. 7 volts. I've driven already about 2 miles. So now I'm just putting around my neighborhood, going towards the park, finding trails. And hopefully we make it back without a flat tire or without shorting the voltage controller. So far, we're having a good time. Hey, bud, what's your name?
Jacob.
We just met Jacob and his pal. What's your name, buddy?
Gavin.
Gavin? Heck yeah, and they're gonna ride the crazy cart. Gonna have some fun. Cool. Oh yeah, look at that. Man, you're better drifting at that than I am. You wanna let your pal jump on?
Yeah, Gavin, you wanna go? It's touchy. Come on. I don't know.
You don't have to, buddy.
I don't really know how to ride it.
Well, you don't have to drift it. You could pretty much drive it like a go-kart if you didn't want to fall.
Like, if you're not used to it, don't like gas it as much.
That's up to you. You don't have to ride it. I don't want to get you hurt. It's cool that you got a helmet though. I like your helmet.
Thanks.
There he goes. Oh, a little squirrely, huh?
There we go.
Thanks, buddy. Yeah, you can zip it around going a little fast if you want, but just be careful because there's no brakes. And look at you, professional kart driver. And we got a young one with the RC car. Yeah, that's a fast little RC car, huh? See if he'll do a wheelie.
Gavin, after you, can I try again?
And now that you got your helmet, it's serious time, huh?
Oh, he's doing a wheel.
Oh, he did a wheeler. I saw that. That's funny. I don't think I've had an RC car that could do a wheelie. That's fast.
I had a car that could do a wheelie, but here's the thing, I couldn't hold it. Like, it would just keep on doing leaps and leaps. I'm
Oh,
like, it's too fast.
yeah. At least that's not on
What's the
this.
max speed on this?
14. I just tested it.
Now that I rode this, I want our crazy for it to be fixed.
There you go. If you're checking out my channel, I have some videos on how you can cheaply modify it like that. And that way maybe you can ask your parents or save up some, you know, some allowances and then let's get him going a little
Oh
faster.
man, lost my. Oh.
Or what I do to get into is I make like a C shape driving, and then when you reach the end of the C, because you got a little bit of speed, then you pull it and make sure you turn it to the left. And then that way, because it'll like carry your weight and help you drift, if that makes sense. So drive kind of like a half a C shape, and when you reach the end, then pull it, and it'll like cause your back end to... Yeah. Natural drifter. Whoa! You did a 360. We're gonna do a drag race between his really nice e-bike and the crazy cart. All right. You want to count it? Yeah. All right. 3, 2, 1. Good job, buddy. T1. All right, this concludes our video. I had a lot of fun. This is what we pretty much used. 192 watt hours, my bad. And we're at 50 volts. That was a pretty fun ride. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching.